This is Dave, and today we're going to replace the flush valve in our toilet. Here, I'll show you what's going on. It flushes normally, but when it gets all the way full, it starts making a weird noise. You have to wait for the tank to fill. This noise, because it's not turning off all the way, so we're going to replace it. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here and we turn off the water going to the toilet. There, it's off. And then we'll flush it again to drain all the water out of the tank. Take the lid off. And this is the valve we're going to replace. But first we're going to get a rag and soak up all the water that's left, that's still in here, that didn't flushed out yet. Now that we have the water out of the tank, we're going to disconnect the hose. So we've already turned off the water. So we're going to loosen this nut here and disconnect the hose. And we've got a bucket underneath here so that in case anything comes out, should just be maybe a few drips. There. And the next thing is there's a nut right here that we'll take off, and that's what takes the fill valve out. There's the nut. Okay, now we come up top. So the next thing we want to do is we want to remove this rubber hose from the top of the valve. It just pulls out, and then the whole valve comes out. And this is the fill valve. This is the new fill valve that we have. We got it from Home Depot. It's made as a replacement for Toto brand toilets, which is the brand that we have. So you want to get one that matches what you have already.
But is that universal?
Yeah, they're pretty universal. It's good to get one that's similar to what you have already.
Okay.
Now this valve is universal, so you can adjust the length of how high it is in the toilet, so we have to set that correctly. There's a mark right here that says water level, which is about the top of this hole. That needs to be approximately a half inch below this overflow tube here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and measure the height of the tube, and it's about 7 inches. So we'll come over here and we'll put this at about 6.5. Doesn't have to be exact, but somewhere close. But once you get it, you can turn it. And lock it in. I'll put it down a little bit. There. And then that'll set that. And then we can just put it down in the hole. You want to turn it a little bit so that this is pointed straight like that. Now that we've got the valve in place, we can put the nut that came in the kit with it. This one says you need to put the side with the angle pointing up. It even says it molded into the plastic. So you just put it on the bottom and screw it in. While you hold the valve in the right location in the tank. And you only need to hand tighten it. And the next thing is to attach the hose back on the valve again. So the kit came with a new hose for this, but our toilet's pretty new, and this is still in really good shape, so I'm going to reuse it, but it's a little long, so I'm just going to cut it. And then push it on. There. And we're going to turn on the water and check for leaks. So when we're checking for leaks, we're going to take a paper towel and make sure everything is dry. Even down here to the valve where it comes out of the water wall, just wipe everything, make sure it's dry. You can feel, see if there's any leaks, and just kind of keep an eye on it and flush it a few times. Now we've checked for leaks and the sound is all gone, so we're good there. The next thing we want to double check is this is the overflow tube, so if the tank fills too high, the water will flow down into the toilet so it doesn't flood. We want to make sure the water level stops below below this tube, which it is, so that's good. If it's not, you have to take this back out and readjust the height of this and lower it down a little bit so that it would stop at the right spot. So we're all good there and everything's fixed. Thank you for watching, and if you find this video useful, please subscribe to our channel and like the video. Thank you.